guys in boxing will say, well, I want 40 million for that. Well, how does that fucking make sense? Boxing got so fucked up that nobody could actually make a living out of it and people couldn't, right? That Saudi Arabia had to take it over.
Right.
Dream? Boxing, music, concerts, sports, food. Was this the dream of Riyadh season?
Yeah, and we will go more and more, inshallah.
What more can you go? This is already so much.
This is this is what we are doing, me and the team, with the support of the Crown Prince. God bless him.
Yeah.
We don't stop.
He has this massive financial backing that's able to make these type of fights happen.
He has a great love for the sport, and that's the most important thing. You know, he doesn't need it. He thinks, and it rightly so, that it will bring some good attention to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
But it's really his love for the sport of boxing that really gets him to put all these cards on and make all these matches. Now, sometimes he gets ahead of himself, like, you know, different weight classes, and you know, he wanted my great Japanese star
In a way.
to fight Tank Davis. Well,
Yeah.
Davis is like twice
his
size.
The dude Turkey Al-Sheikh, he said, yo, Tank, come over here. He was like, yo, you need to send 2 Ferraris before I even...
Yeah,
are you interested in that? Because I just see him making moves.
That? You know why I said that? Because he was already talking like he was back in Devin. Like, Devin is my guy. Like, all right, cool. Y'all want me to fight over there? Send me something first.
Yeah.
Send me something first.
Right.
I don't got to fight. You know why fighters going over there? Because they can't sell here. I can sell here. So I ain't got to go over there.
Right.
What they making over there, I'm making here.
Right.
Wait a second. We're in a different era now. We're in the Saudi era. These kind of fights that we couldn't make are getting made. The kind of money that's getting moved around hasn't been seen before until now. So with Canelo's smart, man. He's a very, very smart businessman. Yes, he's an excellent fighter. Yes, he's been around forever and fighting champions for the past decade and a half. But in terms of the way that he's been able to move, especially recently, no one tells him what to do. No promoter tells him what to do. He does what he wants. He's got the law team, the legal team to back everything. He gets around his contracts the way that I've never seen anyone be able to do. And he is the face of boxing. He's taking control. He's taking the lead. And for him to plant this seed and throw it out into the universe, basically saying, hey, if there's a promoter out there that could put up 150 to 200 million, wink, wink, we can make this fight happen. So
Saudi Arabia over the last couple of years. What was it like to get that phone call from Turkey Al-Sheikh where he says, hey, I want you to be on my first U.S. show?
Well, like I said, I've been in contact with him, you know, so we've had a relationship since 2001, I believe, you know, when he first reached out to me. But, you know, things happened to where I couldn't, you know, fight. So him telling me that he wanted me to be the face of the first fight in America was just an honor. You know, I was happy. I was just like, let's do it, you know. Why not do it in Omaha, you know? But LA's, you know.
A good second choice.
Yeah.
That you and I have had just casually, and it is Turkey Al-Sheikh, who has let it be known this last week that he's looking to buy all of boxing, kind of something that a lot of hardcore boxing fans that are in this room and involved in the sport truly were thinking about. Talk to us about that and the potential there is for that.
Yeah, you know, look, I'm not one of the people that says boxing is broken. You know, I say it's not operating optimally. We haven't optimized the sport. We're not getting it out of everything that we should. And look, I'm all for it. Whoever brings new ideas, a new vision, passion to the sport, I'm all for it. So look, for me, you know, first off, we got to be fair to the fighters. They got to be able to compensate well. You know, they got to be fairly treated. We got to give them the shine. They got to elevate their fights. And anybody who comes with a new idea, a new structure, who's willing to work is good with me. So I think it's a big idea. They've got a lot of money. They've got a lot of passion about it. But there's a lot of details to work out. It's a lot of deal making to do. And then you got to figure out how it's going to operate. You know, is it joint venture? Are you buying people? Are you doing some sort of tournament?
He wanted something like the UFC model, not to cut you off.
Yeah.
That he wanted something like the UFC model where he just kind of points and guys fight each other.
Yeah, I mean, and look, there's a lot of advantages to that. But I think most boxing fans would say, we don't want the UFC. We don't want fighters treated the way the UFC, treats their fighters. And that's why I say, look, I'm all for, a single structure. And, there's got to be financial reality that comes in. It's got to be financially viable. But we got to maintain fair compensation to the fighters. Fair treatment.
Implement a model where the best fighters are under one umbrella like the UFC does, and do you think that would be the best case for the fans in order to see the best fights happen?
Yeah, I think so. I think so for sure. As long as it's under, the boxing umbrella where you don't take up the UFC umbrella, because I know a lot of times they get, they're unpaid. So, as long as, we got a great umbrella and it still goes how it's supposed to go, and, all the promoters and everybody who's involved, get involved and everybody's on the same accord, how they can go well. But that's a lot of egos and pride, so I don't know about that.
What do you think about possibly Turkey's trying to make a boxing league? How we have the NBA, NFL, he's trying to do a boxing league. What do you think about that? What do you think about the Turkey, His Excellency in Saudi, who's trying to make a boxing league overall? Just trying to make it just all the companies come together, our promotions as just one. What do you think about that?
That would never happen because everybody don't agree on that. They're not on the same page. Everybody not on the same page.
You think
that would have been happening.
Creating some Super League in some kind of fashion. We see he's just signed Jared Anderson, Hamza Shiraz. Have you and Box had any discussions about potentially sorting these fights out? We know they could be on cards in September, already confirmed, as you said there, Martin Bakole in July, but are you hearing these rumours like we are?
I'm hearing the rumours like you are, and 12 months ago anyone would have said that's far-fetched, pretty impossible. But what they've been able to do in the past 8 months in the heavyweight division has been spectacular. They've got deep pockets and they've got a great vision, and I wouldn't bet against it, but again, they're rumours right now.
Reported, what can you tell me? Reports at yourself
really.
and Golden Boy?
There are conversations, and they're all confidential, and and rightfully so. Sometimes information leaks out. Some of it's completely wrong. Some of it there's truth to. All I'll say is that His Excellency has an incredible vision for boxing, and he's looking at opportunities within the sport. If that's bringing people together and the sport together to try and make the best fights, we're all up for that. But in terms of a movement like that, there's a lot of work to be done.
That's what I was going to ask. Obviously, a UFC model, if you will, something which has been spoken about for a while. How difficult is it to actually get a deal like that over the line?
It takes a huge amount of money, and it takes a clear vision and a very convincing body, maybe like His Excellency, to bring everyone together. So there's definitely intention to have those conversations from very powerful people in the sport.
Eddie, I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Cheers, thank you.